If Mexico is on your bucket list, then this video is for you. I'll be sharing my entire Mexico itinerary. I'll tell you where I stayed, what I ate, where I went, and just the overall best experiences. So stay tuned.
When you belong enough, Sam, I need you right now. You can take your time, don't have to rush. This might take us a while. Yeah, I left all the doors unlocked and you said you're on your way.
So some quick tips for persons who are leaving from Jamaica to Mexico. You know that you have two airports that you can travel out of, whether you're going through Kingston or Montego Bay, and you want to compare the prices between both locations. Also note that you can either do a direct flight or a connected flight. Of course, the connected flights, connected flights are usually more affordable than the direct flight, but of course the time in the air or the travel time is going to be very long. So you want to consider those two before booking. Make sure that you book your hotels and your airport transfers ahead of time. So when you're going through the airport, there's literally no free Wi-Fi. So if you're relying on maybe your internet to, book a Uber or something like that, that might be very difficult. So, book your airport transfers ahead of time. I also downloaded an eSIM ahead of time. The app that I use is called Airlo, and it gives me internet for a set period of time. So they're like different packages, like a 1 day, a 3 day, a 5 day, a 7 day, and so on. And I had literally data in most of Mexico. When I went to Tulum, I had a little bit of issue with the connection, but for the most part I was fully connected.
Just keep on pushing I give you the keys to my soul. He said he came from Jamaica, he owned a couple acres, a couple fake visas cause he never got his papers. Gave up on love, fucking with them heartbreakers, but he was getting money with the movers and the shakers. He was mixed with a couple things, bought like a couple rings, bricks in the condo and grams to sing. Left arm, baby mother tatted, 5-year been up north when they landed. Anyway,
now let's talk about my very first stop on my Mexico itinerary. Now, as soon as I landed, we headed straight to the hotel. The hotel is called Malecon Suites of Cancun or something like that, but it's right beside the mall, which was so convenient for me because I carried a check-on. I couldn't carry certain stuff, so I had to run to the mall to get a few things. Now, after that was done, we got ready and we headed straight to the restaurant. The restaurant is called La Madalena, and let me tell you something, it's such a cute little situation. It's absolutely gorgeous in person. I think the photos and the videos don't do it any justice. Like, it's so beautiful, and then the food is equally good. Now, I love the fact that they had a whole presentation, whole theatrics going on when they're presenting the food. It was definitely a very fitting restaurant for like a birthday celebration. I believe the menu is online, and one thing I do recommend is that you make reservations ahead of time. I booked through the Open Table app, which is very useful and has been very useful for the entire trip. And yeah, we got our seats and it was really good.
Original girl, you want a replica? No. Smoothie, no regular. No. With the for real, I'm pretty pa my cellular. No. You won't say you hot. No.
they never had a pretty girl from Joburg to me now, and that's what they prefer. I don't touch no wheel cause I got a chauffeur. First class, how I get around the world. Just miss me with the drama, unless you come in with the comments. Or DJ turn the sound up, cause we about to pour the rounds up. Jump, 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 jump. Oh, you know what up to make it jump, jump, jump. Jump, 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 fuck it up, up. You know what up to make it jump, 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 jump. Oh, you know what up to make it jump, jump, jump. Jump, 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 fuck it up, up. You know what up to make it.
Only gotta make a call and I'm here. I don't wanna know your vibe, oh yeah. Listen to me, I put some carrots in your hair. Make a stitch up, I want to put it in the room. serve it like a dealer. You been out there, I'm digging in the middle. I'm breaking your word, it can feel no money. Look every picture, Polaroid. Shit tough, you know what? Speak feeling like sirloin. Tell the chauffeur take it.
Now, if you know me, you know that I am an adventure junkie. So, of course, something adventurous had to be on the itinerary. We spent the entire day at Xplor from 9 to 5. The bus picked us up at 8:25 a.m. in the morning, and don't be late because they will leave you. I love the fact that they included transportation to the location. That made the whole transport thing very easy. Now, one thing I loved about this whole adventure park is that you could literally go at your own pace. So we all arrive in the same bus, but you don't have to follow a specific schedule. If you want to go over here and do this, or if you want to go over there and do that, that is totally fine. So some of the activities include zip lining through the jungle, driving on the ATVs, driving through the caves, exploring the caves, exploring the underground rivers, rafting through the cave, and so much more. The cost is $90 per person, and if you want professional photos throughout the entire experience, it's $45. Now, it is recommended that you carry your water shoe and your waterproof case. So if you want to capture content, you can throughout the day. The ticket also includes unlimited food and drinks for the entire day. Okay, and the food is actually really good. Even though it's buffet style, it actually tastes really good. A few tips before you go: make sure that you wear water shoes. You need to make sure that they're comfortable because you'll be wearing it pretty much the entire day. Bring your waterproof pouch for your phone so you can capture as many content as you like. There are certain places that you cannot take your phone. So a GoPro would actually be the best thing if you want to vlog the entire experience. Make sure you wear clothes that's comfortable and that you are comfortable getting wet in. Also, remember to pack a change of clothes and towels because you're going to need to dry off and change for your ride back to your hotel. Overall, Xplor was one of my favorite experiences from my itinerary, and I do recommend that you add it to your list.
Alex, Abs. Take a look inside your heart. Is there any room for me? I would have to hold my breath till you get down on one knee, because you only want to hold me when I'm looking good enough. Did you ever fool me? Would you ever picture us? Every time I pull my hair, where's me out of fear? You'll find me ugly and one day you'll disappear, cause the point of crying, it was never even now. Did you ever want me? Was I ever good enough? Good boys are way up, good boys are way up. He doesn't see us. You're not looking at me, boy. Good boys are way up, good boys are way up. He doesn't see us. You're not looking at me, boy.
There's no way I was gonna come all the way to Mexico and not check out Tulum. Everybody talks about Tulum a lot, so I decided to spend the next 2 days in Tulum. So the journey to Tulum is literally like about 2 hours. We checked into the Dune Boutique Hotel, which is a nice little beachfront hotel. One thing that immediately stood out to me as soon as I got to Tulum is the fact that it reminds me a lot of the Negril hip strip. So you know how, like with Negril, if you're from Jamaica, you know that Negril has all these hotels and these boutique hotels, these restaurants and, you know, tourist attractions all the way down the strip. It's pretty much the same thing. So everything is very close to each other. You can walk, you could probably rent a bike or ride a bicycle just to go from point A to point B. You really don't need to be driving around in Tulum. That evening, we decided to go to the rooftop bar, Azulik's Jungle Rooftop Bar. Now, I had no idea that there are actually two locations. There's one in Tulum and one in Ume. So, of course, from the videos and photos that I saw on the net, I wanted to visit both. So I did. Now, this rooftop bar is definitely fine dining. It's very fitting for a birthday. And if you just want to have like a nice, cute evening, I think this is one restaurant that I could recommend. They do accept walk-ins, but it is highly recommended that you make a reservations ahead of time. I suggest that you book a time very close to like the sunset, because you're outdoors, there's no covering, and you want to make sure that it's not too hot when you get there, and that you get the right type of view, because again, there's nothing covering you. You're just one with nature above the treetops dining, and it's such a wonderful experience.
We don't cast, last. Now everybody go to breakfast.
Carry on, run it.
Go bow for the result, oh. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I think win by default and without any doubt, oh. I'm a me happy adult, oh. I no go feed the dog, I no go feed the dog insult, oh. I'm a mind that you be talk, oh. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, oh. I know holy, and I know that it can boast. Like the Baba fly, oh. My eye, oh. Don't cry, oh.
Now, on to the birthday, because your girl had a time in Mexico. So for the birthday, I went to Azulik May in Ume, which is the other restaurant. And I'm so glad I went, because I was so amazed with the whole architecture. Like, it felt like I was having an enchanted dinner, or lunch rather, in the middle of the forest. I felt very much like a princess. If you are a lover of like outdoors or unique outdoor dining or unique experiences, this is definitely something you must put on your list. They encourage a lot of flowy and boho chic type outfits, so bear that in mind if you do visit. So the architecture is unlike anything I've ever seen. They use a lot of natural things, yeah. Now you can choose between just doing the jungle cuisine, or you can do the complete package, which includes the museum. Now, if you're going to do the full package that includes the museum, when you're doing the museum, you have to walk bare feet, just to help to preserve the architecture. It literally feels very immersive and very peaceful. It literally feels like you just entered a whole new dimension. One thing to note, they don't encourage any like professional cameras. I couldn't use my DJI, I couldn't carry a tripod, I couldn't use any big cameras. They only allow you to capture the experience using your phone, so bear that in mind. You can just do the museum tour, which is like 25 US dollars, And if you want to do the museum and the jungle experience, I believe it's $90 per person. Now, just like the Azulik restaurant in Tulum, there's a minimum spend required to enjoy the dining experience. The amount you pay to reserve your experience goes towards the final food bill. And if your meal costs more than that, you simply pay the difference at the end. The menu has so many jungle inspired cuisine, with most dishes ranging from 25 to $60, while premium seafood and steak options can go from 80 to $150. Cocktails are typically around like $18 and $25. So this is definitely one of those places where you're paying for both the food and the unforgettable experience. So after we did the whole lunch experience, we headed to Vesica, which is a day club. The locals recommended it. They said that it's pretty much a nice little vibe. They also mentioned Taboo as well, but Taboo is more along the beach, while Vesica has a cenote, which is like an enclosed space where with water. Because of the seaweed at this time of the year, so disclaimer, there's a lot of seaweed on the beach, so it makes the beach not very enjoyable. Taboo is one other day club place that people tend to go to. It's really nice because they have like the live DJ and you can order your food and your drinks and enjoy the space. Because of the seaweed, a lot of the locals suggested Vesica, and so we went there. It was pretty good, really nice. DJ played a lot of house music, so if that is something that you're into, then you will definitely enjoy it. But if you're looking for something grown and sexy and cute, if you're looking for a nice day club to hang out, not too much noise, not a bunch of people just jumping all over the place, but you just want to have a nice, cute evening, then Vesica is definitely somewhere that you should add to your list. And if you're looking for more of a party scene and just vibes and people, then you may want to check out Taboo.
John Sean, bitch. Certified quality. So that the girl them need and I cry for every day without apology. Walk them the right way, that's my policy. Shonda Paul alongside Beyonce. I'm here the man say, I dirty yeah, dirty yeah, dirty yeah, dirty yeah. Beyonce, sing it now, yo.
Baby boy, stay on my mind, fulfill my fantasy.
Come on, girl, tell me how you feel.
I think about you all the time. I see you in my dreams.
You don't know the love is real.
Baby boy, not a day goes by without my fantasy.
Come on, girl, tell me what's the deal.
I think about you all the time. I see you in my dreams.
You don't know the love is real.
Oh, my baby's fly, baby girl. Yes, no, hurt me so good, baby. Oh, I'm so wrapped up in your love, let me go.
Now, on our final day, which was day 5, we spent the rest of time in Tulum just kind of enjoying the rest of the hotel. We didn't get a chance to. And then we did some bicycle riding, and then we headed back to Cancun, where we went to the Coco Bongo. Now, I don't know how to describe Coco Bongo. It's not a nightclub. It's not a nightclub. It wouldn't be very fair to describe it as such. Think of a mix between a nightclub, a concert, and Broadway all rolled up in one. It is so exciting. If you've never done it before, you have to at least experience it once in your life. This is my second time going. The cost is like $120 per person, but there are different price packages, of course. There is like the basic package, the general package, the premium package, I think the silver, the gold, and the platinum package. And of course, they all offer different things. So you can definitely check out the prices on the internet. But let me tell you something. It starts at around maybe 9 o'clock and it goes up until about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Because I knew I was going to do that, I didn't want to do any other activity but that. Just to give myself some time to rest and be prepared for it. It was so good. When I talk about, if you're talking about having a nightlife in Mexico, you have to add that to the list. It was entertaining from the beginning to the end. Every second there was somebody else on the stage, and it's the transitioning for me because the stage turned into a bar, then it closed up, and then it was a stage again. It was just so entertaining. Things are coming from left and right. People are hanging from the ceiling. If there's shots going around, it's really fun. Now, if they come around with shots, you have to pay for it. The only thing that is included is the alcohol at the bar. You can choose to have your own table and get your own bottle of drink if you don't want to go or don't want to be bothered with the hassle of going to the bar and back. But it is such an experience if you just love the spontaneity, if you love a good vibe, if you want something different, you must add Coco Bongo to your list. This was just 5 days. I had all intentions to visit all types of nightclubs. That never really happened. You know, you really need energy to be doing things back to back to back. So I try to space out a lot of the things where there's a mixture of activity and then fun and then nightlife and dinner and all kinds of things, just to make sure that it was like a complete experience. I hope you enjoyed my itinerary, and I hope you take it and make it your own and have fun the next time you visit Mexico. If you love this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, guys. Bye.